Ufuk, here we are. It's an actual game coming up. You've had a couple of warm-up games. How's the squad shaping up ahead of your first competitive outing?
I think the boys are looking good, quite excited. Our first competitive game in the FFA Cup. It's going to be a great challenge for our boys in Brisbane, so looking forward to it.
How do you approach a game like this?
Oh, look, we've done our analysis on Brisbane Strikers of what we need to do and our playing style, so we worked on that today, and we'll have a session in Brisbane as well, and we take the game very seriously. Like I said, we want to go as far as we can in this competition.
In terms of the playing group, are you pretty much taking everybody?
There's a couple of players left at home at this stage for various reasons, but look, that's why we have depth in the squad, and I'm happy with the players that we have.
So can you just tell us who's not going?
Well, Ulysses is not travelling. Louis already know from last season is not travelling, and also Josh Sotirio is not travelling.
Cool. And so Ulysses and Josh, I mean, they are members of the first team squad. Any reason they're not going?
Just for precaution, they have a little niggles, so I don't feel that we need to risk these players at this stage.
Do you know much about the Brisbane Strikers?
Yeah, we've been watching them quite closely ever since we've been drawn, and they're a decent side. They're mid-table at this stage in the Queensland Premier League, so they beat the Young Raw on the weekend, and a little bit up and down, but there is some quality there, and they've got a player that scored 36 goals this season up front, the number 9. So look, there's players to watch out for, but like I said, the focus is on us and what we do and how we do things.
Are you happy with the way the boys have played against Whited Upper and Wests?
Yeah, look, like I said, for me it's not about the result, it's about them understanding how we want to play and my philosophy, and also bring out those principles onto the field. So look, it's been good. It's been 2 games that they've played. Obviously we'd like to play a lot more games. It's a short turnaround for this first FFA Cup game, but it is what it is, and this is where we're at this stage. And like I said, we want to go far in this FFA Cup competition, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
Phoenix haven't had the best of cup runs. How important is it to you, this cup?
For me, the FFA Cup is important. At the same time, it gives us competitive games leading into the season. So, and you're working towards actual competition games. So, for me, it's good. You know, you can play 4 games, 5 games in the final of the FFA Cup. So for me, like I said, we take it very seriously. We want to go as far as we can. There's 3 trophies up for grab this season, and we want to try to push ourselves as hard as we can.
So it's just about getting more competitive game time with so much time between now.
Well, there's a cup at the end of it. There's a trophy at the end of it. At the same time, you want to play competitive games, and that makes your pre-season, because it is a long pre-season, and it makes it worthwhile with the games, and the concentration and the focus of the players will be there.
And how excited are those players for that competitive edge? I mean, because it is something, it's hard to replicate, isn't it, in the pre-season?
I think it showed in yesterday's training when we did 4v4s. They were starting to, the tackles were coming a lot harder and a lot stronger, so they know what's at stake. Obviously, everyone wants a spot to play in the team, so you can see and you can sense that there is a competitive game coming up.
You played Tiarafai right back in that last game. Yeah, you're happy with him as an option there?
I thought he did well as a right back. It's just to see what options we have as well, with Louis being out at this stage, to give us a bit of depth in that position, with Cal Elliott as well that can play in that position. So I wanted to see if Tiarafai was able to do it.
Do you know kind of why, have you been able to put your finger on why the club has kind of struggled in this competition in the past? Is this something that perhaps has been an afterthought?
I'm not sure, because I wasn't here previously, so I can't answer that question for you. I'm sorry, mate.